Today we're going to be looking into 202 Chambers. It's a classroom computer lab. The sign announces that we've arrived here, and there's also a classroom instruction pocket that gives us information about when classes are being held in this room. When you go into the classroom, there is a short hallway. On the left-hand side there are trash receptacles and recycling bins, and on the right side there is the light switch. As you walk down the hallway, there's a slight incline that's a little tricky. You have to watch your step or you might trip. On the right-hand side, before we get into the main classroom, there's a fire extinguisher. And here we are in the main classroom. You can see that there are 4 group tables that have 6 orange chairs at each one. There are rollers on the chairs. They're very easy and comfortable to sit in. At the front, there's an instructor chair and a whiteboard with a projector that we'll be talking about more in our technology piece. But you can also see that there are numerous projectors, one in the middle here that projects to the side. And then when we look at the room as a whole, you can see that there are windows on the far side, double paned, that go from the floor all the way to the ceiling. And they also have a double blind with them so that you can get just a little bit of shading or more of a black room effect. On the right side of the room, there are 2 more whiteboards that have projector units attached to them that can be used by groups that are working on that side. As we walk around to the back of the room, there is another exit that goes into the new innovation lab that's being built. At this time, this is not to be an exit. You'll see from this red sign that it is an emergency exit only, and an alarm will sound, so we won't be going out that side. Walking through the back of the room, there is a thermostat that you can adjust the heat in the classroom. There's a receptacle in the wall. Going back towards the corner of the room, there's another whiteboard for the group that would be working back there. Another information sleeve that can house information about what's going on in the classroom. Then we're back over to another projector, the floor to ceiling windows with the double blinds. And now I'd like to show you just how the technology lives in the tabletops. This is the hard drive, and then moving this orange chair out of the way, you'll see on the left hand side under the table there's an up and a down button. This down button is going to be used to put things away, but we're going to show you right now how the up button operates the computer that is accessible for this particular seat. You must keep your finger on the button as the computer rises from the tabletop. Then if you notice, there is a little latch, a metal latch. You need to move that to the left and the keyboard will come out and sit on the table for you. And then also housed inside it on the top right hand corner is your mouse. So you're all set to go. You've got your computer screen is up and your keyboard and your mouse. Additionally, at each seat there is a spot where you have power if you need power for whatever. And that kind of describes the individual computer seat. Okay, so putting it away goes right back where it belongs. The keyboard needs to be standing up, and I have been told that sometimes people forget to put this latch over. It's very important that you put the latch over so that when you hit the down button and hold it, the computer will go back into the table and you will once again have a flat surface on which to write. So instructors can decide how they would like to use that space, whether they would like to have the computers accessible for students or not. So walking around the other side, we're here over by the windows. So there's lots of light if you want to have light, and if you don't, then there are options for closing that out. In the corner is a printer and a table for perhaps putting some of the printed work that you do. There's a lost and found with a telephone there, so that can be used for that purpose. There are adjustments for the screens right here in the instructor's area, and then there's a nice hardwood furniture that house other equipment for the instructor, and you can see by the locks that they are securely in place. There's a chair for a higher level chair for the instructor, and some technology options that are available for the instructor. So we've kind of done a round of the physical layout of the room. We're back to the short hallway where we will exit room 202 chambers.